lovers, Anthea Spark here, and today I'm going to be doing your September reading. So I missed last month, so I do apologize to those of you who were waiting for your reading. Sometimes look, I only like to do readings when I'm really, really aligned, and so I had to skip last month. So what I want to do with your readings moving forward is, and I'll try this today. I'll try this today and I'll see how it goes and I'll see if everyone likes it. But what I'm going to do with your readings is I'm going to do each star sign today, starting from Aries all the way through to Pisces. And I'm going to use my cards and I'm going to talk about what it is that what it is that you can do to progress on your personal development journey. What it is that you need to do this month to grow more, open your heart more, manifest more, and that's what we're going to work on, right? So I'm not going to really look at who's coming towards you in love in this reading. This reading is going to be purely for what it is that you need to do, okay? So let's start with Aries. I'm going to timestamp these as well, so just be patient with me. All right, so we're going to start with Aries. All right, so let's just get a couple more cards. Okay, so what I'm seeing for Aries is this full moon that's coming up. Oh, okay. Oh, that's so exciting. Okay, this full moon, the full moon of September, is going to be this. You're going to have a massive shift in consciousness, right? So something's going to happen that is going to really. It's not necessarily a massive awakening, but more of a realization that you're going to have, and it's going to bring in. There's going to be an offering of some. There's all these cards flying out. There's going to be an offering of some kind that's coming your way, right? So what I'm seeing here, so you've got the moon, changing consciousness, right? Lots of pink energy, which represents love. Could be romance, could be a romantic partner coming in, could be someone from your past coming in, even though I said I wasn't going to talk about love coming in. Looks like there's someone from your past coming in to offer you love, right? And if it's not from your past, it may be someone new, but it may be someone from a past life, okay? So whenever you hear tarot readers say someone from the past, it may be a past life. It may not necessarily be someone from this lifetime, right? This is a really nice reading for Aries. Finally, some good stuff for Aries, right? So this is the third mirror, and this one's all about love and desire. And again, can you see there's two mirrors here, right? So there's two mirrors, and that energy is activating the heart chakra. This is all about heart charge. And again, we have the Page of Cups here. Someone's coming in with an offer. This is all cups. It's all cups. Even the Temperance has two cups, right? So what I'm seeing is that for you, Aries, what you need to do to open up to this, to allow this to come in with ease, is to really get out of your head. Yeah? Really withdraw from being stuck in your head, because that is only holding you back, and it will only hold you back. And what it will do is it will create a lot of confusion in this situation. So let's have a look at what else it is. I just need to get a tissue. Hang on, guys. Let's have a look as well what else you need to do to actually what other emotions could be holding you back, right, from allowing this in. The past, heartbreak from the past. Oh, yeah, okay, yep. So what this Okay, here's the thing, guys. If you are going to think that this situation is going to pan out like all of your other situations, you are being stuck in your head and you're like missing the present moment. You really got to let that go. You've got to let go of the past heartbreak. Don't allow the pain of the past to dictate the way this new, whatever this new offer is that's coming in is going to go. Okay? Because it looks really beautiful. It looks really passionate. It looks really clean. The other card that's popped out is avoidant. Sometimes we can run away from the love that we want as easily as we run away from what is not good for us, from the people that are not good for us. Fox spirit, think on your feet, number 27. This is all about staying in the present moment. Yeah, if a fox, think about, sometimes when you're driving home, I don't know what goes on in the US or the UK, but here in Melbourne, in Australia, we have foxes. And sometimes when it's really late at night and you're driving home, you see the foxes out and about. Now, if a fox needs to be in the present moment. He needs to be alert at all times. He needs to know exactly what's going on at all times. And if he doesn't, there's a good chance that he's going to die. So it's when you are not in the present moment, that's when you risk missing the signs, missing the red flags and all that kind of stuff, right? So it's really important that you don't go into the past when it comes to this connection. Stay in the present moment. Don't be avoidant. So it looks like a really, really beautiful month for you. So your biggest job is to stay in your heart. I have a meditation activation on YouTube called, it's a heart opening one. The Crystal Forest. Aries, the Crystal Forest. I'll put it next to the timestamp, the link. The Crystal Forest is the meditation that you can do to help you get out of your head and help you connect to your heart. And let's just get a couple of affirmation cards as like an outcome card, right? Like an outcome, a little bit of an outcome message here for this reading. Let's have a look. Okay. I feel the love of 1,000 hearts. Aries, I feel like, and I can feel it, like I feel so loved up right now, right? I feel that whoever is coming in to bring you an offer of love or whatever it is that you're going to experience, this is going to be like a love you've never had before. This is going to be something really beautiful. It's really going to rock your world in such an amazing way. And I'm really, really excited for you because, you know what, I'm an Aries too, and we deserve a bit of luck in love after the year we've had in love, right? So let's move on to Taurus. Taurus, let's see Taurus, what is it that you need to work on, right? What is it that you need to work on this month? You know, something I really want to start talking about as well, guys, is the fact that you create your own reality. So if you're watching a tarot reader and you are not vibing with them, turn it off. Yeah, or if they say something to you like, nah, it's not going to work out with this person, and you want it to work out, you have to decide what you believe. Because if you believe that you create your own reality, then you should believe that simply by changing your own emotional state, your own perspectives, that you can change the way things go. So have you ever been to a tarot reader before and they've said something to you and it didn't happen? It's because you have the ability to change the way your story goes. too many cards have jumped out, so I'm going to put them back, and I'm just going to keep shuffling, and I'm just going to get three cards for you, Taurus. This whole deck is like all scrambled up. Okay. So, okay. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so what I see here for you, Taurus, is that you have been doing the inner work, or you've been really patient with something, or you've had this, look, the Strength card, right? Look at that beautiful lion, right? So the Strength card is like you've been working on something. You have been patient, right? You've been really patient with something, and you've also been juggling something. Oh, wow. You've been trying to decide, this is what the cards are suggesting, you've been trying to decide which way to go, or you've been trying to maybe pick between two people or between two jobs or something like that. But whatever it is that it's showing that in doing this, in sitting with it and not rushing to make a decision or not panicking, and I just saw 1111 as I looked up, you've actually accessed your spiritual powers, yeah, even more than you had before, okay? So there's a lot of contemplation in the cards. This is what it's saying. There's a lot of contemplation here. There's been a lot of juggling. But what I see, and this is from two different decks. Look at this, yeah? The Two of Cups and the King of Family. This is Together Forever. These cards are all about coming into union, either within yourself, your divine masculine and your divine feminine within yourself, or in a relationship. So it looks like if you're not in a relationship, you will be soon, or someone is coming back in, or you are connecting with someone to, it's almost like I see you meeting someone halfway, right? And something really, really magical coming from that. So let's have a look at, really beautiful, let's have a look at what you need to do, what emotions you need to release, what emotions you need to release to move forward, to move towards the outcome you want, and to actually just progress on your healing journey. Extreme sadness. So now's a good time to release that if you haven't already. Was there something from the past or someone from the past that left you feeling abused? Or perhaps there was even self-attack. Often the abused card can suggest that you were abusing yourself, and sometimes that can happen, right? Sometimes we can become our own worst enemies, and we can attack ourselves, and it can leave us feeling like we're heading down. And when we go down this spiral, right, what happens is when we start spiraling down like that, we end up in this low vibration of depression and anxiety. And it's really hard from that place to do anything, right? So really important for you to, right now more than ever before, to stop the negative self-talk, if there is any, or to stop criticizing yourself, because you are enough. Right? I am enough. I love and support all of who I am. So this is all about self-love. And those last two cards may just very well be about you coming into union with yourself, your higher self, your divine masculine and your divine feminine, which means that it's going to amplify all of your relationships to the next level. I show myself compassion. So this is all about self-love, Taurus. So this month, I invite you to turn up the self-love. And that's what the cards are doing. That's what the cards are saying. The cards are saying, you know what? Yeah, you've been doing a great job, contemplating, reflecting, doing the inner work, but now we want you to turn up the self-love. Because the self-love is going to take everything to the next level, okay? Gemini. Let's move on to Gemini. Let's see what we've got coming up for Gemini. For Gemini. I'll try and say the names right. The last time I did the readings, I was getting some of my names confused. All right, let's have a look. What does Gemini need to work on this month to progress on their personal development journey? Ooh. Ooh, okay. All right, let's get a few more cards here. So I'm getting like a really strong message for you, Gemini. I didn't even record when I was starting this. Okay, I'm getting a really strong message for you, Gemini, that it's really important that you need to focus on this one particular thing. You need to focus on this one particular thing, right? Yeah, it's okay. So it's inflicted a lot of pain. So the first card for you is the 8th mirror. This is all about a core wound of yours, right? This is all about going deeper within your wound to free yourself from it even more. So the mirrors, right? The mirror in a mirror in a mirror. When we go on this healing journey of transformation, we go through these cycles. So we scratch the surface of our wound and we're like, oh, I've got to do this work on this wound, and it's rough and it's brutal, and we find a way to understand it and heal it. And then we go like this, it goes like this, right? Or it goes like this, however you want to look at it. And when we go back down, if it's a core wound, like if it's something that we have been experiencing over and over and over again, so for example, rejection. Let's say you've experienced rejection, right? And you have experienced it in your romantic relationships, at school, with your parents, and it just keeps going. This is a core wound. This is something that can be hard to overcome. I just saw 1717, so you might want to look that number up and see the meaning of it, Gemini. It's a core wound, right? Which means it's going to take us a few cycles and a few rounds to get through it. Sometimes it can take a little bit longer, okay? It can take a little bit longer to heal this wound, or it's just something that you get better and better at working through when it does show up and you start to change it. So it looks like it's time for you to go deep within and have a look at this wound. Just go a bit deeper with it. Now, what's really important is that you show yourself compassion. And actually, I feel like, yeah, okay, cool. I actually feel like for you, Gemini, that there may be some people you need to protect yourself from at this stage. Not because that they're bad people, but maybe they trigger you and they judge you for your choices or how you are. And sometimes when we're on the healing journey, and that can inflict pain, right? That can inflict a lot of pain. When we're on the healing journey, sometimes it's important to protect ourselves from people for now. Yeah. So if someone's triggering you over and over and over and over again, it's really hard to work through that trigger if they're constantly in your face triggering you. Sometimes you need to distance yourself. You need space in order to understand the wound so that you can empower yourself, so that next time you can show up. And even if they trigger you, well, now you've got these tools and you understand that that person triggering you is actually about them, not you. And the trigger's just about you. They're poking a wound. And you can kind of be around that person without going into a downward spiral. Now let's have a look at the emotions that are holding you back. Be careful of going too much into your head. Yeah? When you go too much into your head, the healing can become really confusing. Yeah? And it actually you can't figure anything out in your head. Like you think you can, but you actually can't. Because if you could figure things out in your head, you would have figured them out by now, right? So let's have a look at the emotions that you need to work through that may be holding you back. Okay, judgment. I've got judgment here. I've got feeling foolish, and I've also got feelings of revenge. So don't get too concerned with the emotions, because with the emotions, a lot of them are from younger years, right? So maybe something happened when you were little and it left you feeling like a fool. Or maybe you felt judged your whole life. Or maybe you had a brother or a sister or someone close to you who did some really nasty things to you and you wanted to seek out revenge on them. These cards are just inviting you to just go within and have a look at what emotions need clearing to help you progress on your journey. So let's just get one of these and see. So this is the beaver spirit, okay? And this is all about laying a solid foundation for yourself. Now, if you are someone who has never been good at regulating your emotions, if you've used alcohol, food, drugs, sex, shopping, or something else to suppress your emotions, the beaver spirit is inviting you to find a healthy way to self-regulate, right? Or a healthy way to process your emotions. Okay, so let's just get some outcome cards here, some affirmation cards. I always seek the truth within yourself. Sometimes we can't seek out the truth from others. It's important to seek it from yourself. My heart knows the truth. That's why it's important to go within. These cards, you can't make this stuff up, seriously. I allow joy to enter my heart. So, potentially something's happened here where, it brought on a lot of pain and you protected yourself and you actually blocked anything from entering your heart. And that can happen. And so, Gemini, this is suggesting that now is the time for you to allow joy to enter your heart, right? That you can. Let me just say this last thing. This is, my heart knows the truth and I always seek the truth. Sometimes when you end a relationship with someone or a relationship ends and you're like, did they even love me? Like, was all that stuff we experienced at the start, was that even real? Or was it all just a facade? Was it all an act? And you doubt yourself. My heart knows the truth. That's telling you that no, it wasn't. It was all real. It wasn't a facade. It wasn't fake. Of course, it was real. Your heart knows the truth. If you feel love from another person, that's not something that can be made up. That's not something that can be. It can't be. You can't wear a mask. Yeah, someone who wears a mask, you won't feel that love from them. You'll see the facade. Yeah. All right, let's move on to Cancer. All right, Cancer. Let's see. If you're watching, drop me a little hello. I never know who's watching on YouTube. If you want to, let me know that you're here. All right, so we're doing Cancer. So let's have a look at what you need to work through this month, Cancer, to help open your heart even more, to help hear the sound of your intuition, to help guide you. Let's see what comes out for you. Ooh, the first mirror, which is a direct reflection. So this is the first of the mirrors, right? So this is suggesting that, this is suggesting that as you go about your day-to-day life, your experiences, I want you to think about the people you see in your reality as direct reflections. So the people, the things you see in your reality are a direct reflection. So let's say you walk past a beautiful tree and you notice its beauty. I want you to understand that tree is reflecting the beauty within you, right? And let's say You walk past someone who is being a bit aggressive, or perhaps they're talking with a bit of tone, or perhaps you see them talking to their partner and they appear to be a bit cold-hearted, right? I want you to take that as a reflection and say, okay, well, how am I cold or harsh, or how do I speak with tone, and how can I soften that? Like, really just allow yourself this month to see these things that are showing up in your reality as a reflection of something that you can learn from, okay? This is going to really help you shift your perspectives. It's really going to help you, it's really going to help you become more open-minded as well, Cancer. It's really important, Cancer, that you use this time to take responsibility for yourself. Yeah? Unfortunately, in life, things happen for us, for our growth. They don't happen to us. And sometimes the decisions we make lead us to the outcomes that we currently have in our life. And if you're finding yourself in a situation that is not pleasing, and you haven't liked the way things have gone, and you are feeling heartbroken because of the current situation, unfortunately, you have to own that, Cancer, as difficult as that is. You have to own that because, okay, all these cards have jumped out. Hang on. You have to own that because, no, it's not. Hang on. Let me just try and reword that. If your decisions have led you down this path and you find yourself in a place where you are really unhappy, and it seems like everything is falling apart for you and you're completely heartbroken and you feel devastated, even though it appears that this is the most disastrous thing that can happen, often what it is it's the universe rearranging things and helping things fall into place for you later on. So if you can see this experience as it's a big part of your growth, and you learn the lessons from it, then you're going to grow from it. So the other emotions that I've got here are hate, resentment, and negative thoughts. Now, if you're feeling any of these things, hated, or that you're hating on someone else, or you are resentful towards someone, or you resent yourself, and you you have negative thoughts, it's really important that you find a way to release these emotions and these habits or programs, because they're actually holding you back. They're enabling you to spiral down into very low vibration where you can experience more of these things. Yeah. If you are hating on someone, the other message that I'm getting is you need to go in and have a look at your teenage self. Yeah, age 16, 15, 16, what happened around that time? Go in and have a look at your 15, 16-year-old self and have a look at what you need to heal from that time. It's really important you change your perspectives. If you look at her, we have two faces here. Yeah? We have the one who is looking directly at us, and her flame is small. And we have the other one who is looking at the flame, and the flame is big. This card's all about perspectives. This card is inviting you to have a look at the way you're perceiving your current situation, because there's always a different way to look at things. And if you're only looking at it from one particular way, it could be keeping you stuck in a holding pattern. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's have a look and get. I want to get Let's get one of these, and then we'll get the affirmation cards at the end. Let's get a spirit animal for you and see what. There's something important that's going to happen for you around the full moon. Perhaps you may spend some time with some really loyal friends, or you may meet someone new who is going to be really loyal and help you balance out some of these negative emotions. So let's have a look at what we've got here, Cancer. The fox jumps out again. I can't remember who we got the fox for before. I think it was maybe Gemini, but think on your feet. So this is all about coming into the present moment, grounding, being in your body, being aware of what's going on around you. You know, this ties in with this. Excuse me. What is going on around you? Literally everything that is going on around you can be seen as a mirror, right? All of your experiences can be seen as a mirror. So, really important to stay grounded and be aware and stay in the present moment to the best of your abilities. All right, so let's have a look and see, get a couple of affirmation cards before we move on to Leo. I flow freely like liquid love. This is about removing any if you're being rigid in any area of your life, this is about removing that and flowing, being adaptable to change, not being too stuck in your ways, right? I take back my power. Take back your power. This is all about focusing on yourself, Cancer. Forgetting about everyone else and just focusing on you. You can't change anybody else. All you can change is yourself. I open my eyes to the present moment. And this ties in with the fox card, right? Stay in the present moment. It's all you have. All we have is now. So I feel like for you right now, Cancer, it's really important that you go within and you do that inner work, and you try to release these emotions, because these emotions are heavy. They're like poison to your body, right? Okay, let's move on. I hope that helped, Cancer. Let's move on to Leo. 3241. Okay. All right, so Leo, let's have a look and see what you need to work on this month. Ooh, got 3 cards here. Okay. Wow, this card is coming out for all of the signs. The Prince of the Head, right? So this card is all about withdrawal, being withdrawn and being too in your head. So Leo, have you been in your head about a certain situation? What is going on? Let's try and get a bit of clarity here. What are you in your head about? Ooh, the 5th mirror. Mother, father, belief systems. So you've probably heard me say this 1,000 times, but I'll keep saying it. Between the ages of 0 and 6, we create our belief systems, and our belief systems are based on the things we hear adults say, and the things we hear adults say, and the things we see adults do, okay? And then our own little interpretations of them. So this is inviting you to go within and look at your belief systems. You're in your head. I get this really strong sense of not feeling good enough. Right? So is there some area of your life where you don't feel good enough? Perhaps you don't feel good enough in your work, or your parents made you feel like you weren't good enough when you're growing up. Emotional addiction. This is all about being This is all about being addicted to feeling rejected, to feeling depressed, to feeling sad. So what we do is just like we can be addicted to alcohol or food or something else, we can be addicted to our emotions because they keep us stuck in this holding pattern of pain. They keep us sitting in this discomfort. Why are you feeling disappointed and humiliated? Let's have a look. What area of your life, Leo, are you feeling disappointed and humiliated? And what are we going to do to change that? Let's get some extra cards here. Why is Leo feeling disappointed and humiliated? Oh, love. Right. Love. Do you feel like you've been a failure in love? Do you feel like you've been a failure when it comes to relationships, Leo? King of Romance is the second card. This is all about sacred protection. So this is like, Leo, like this is your card because you are the king of romance, right? Is there even a more romantic star sign than Leo? And you feeling disappointed and humiliated and trapped in a loop of pain. Okay. That makes perfect sense. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. Let's have a look at these. These are really cute. Groundhog Spirit. It's time to let go. This card is inviting you to let go of the past. If you have had past heartbreak, if you have been rejected or abandoned or abused by your previous romantic relationships, this card is inviting you to let go, to really give yourself permission to let go of that old pain so you can heal your heart. Now, the next card that comes with it is, so this goes with this card, right? Stop overthinking. You can't figure it out in your head. If you could figure it out in your head, you would have by now, yeah? So this card here is saying that Spirit has your back. It's almost like you're divinely protected here. This eagle has a crow. This eagle has a crown on its head. You're being guided. You're being divinely guided here. You have sacred protection. Look at these two cards. You can't make this stuff up. You are being protected here. Yeah? Your heart is going to be protected moving forward. And I feel like whatever's coming in for you next is going to be a really beautiful and positive outcome for you. Okay, so let's just have a look and see. I've got some cards flipping. Oh, look at this. Reincarnation, another chance. You're getting another chance to open your heart. You're walking away from struggle and manipulation, and perhaps you had a toxic partner or someone who influenced you in a negative way or who manipulated you, right? You're walking away from that. This is you walking away from it, right? And sweet results await. Look up the number 7. It's definitely important here for you. We've got a lot of cards equaling to 7. The bee. Yeah, this is all about the bee spirit. And we know that the star sign of Leo is one of the sweetest, under that wild lion and a lioness that you are, that hard exterior that you portray is this really sweet soul. And I have so many Leos in my life, and I've met a few Leos this year who are just so sweet, right? They're such beautiful, sweet people. I surrender to the flow of life. I know the best is yet to come. So I feel like something's coming in for you for the rest of the year, or you're moving towards something for the rest of the year that is going to crack open your heart. And like I suggested for Aries, I really feel like you should go in and do the guided meditation, the Crystal Forest. I'll add it next to the timestamp when I finish the reading. because it's going to really help you drop out of your head and into your heart every single day. I trust the flow of life. So, Leo, I hope that that's helped. I hope that whatever struggles you're going through right now, you overcome them and you find a way to heal them. Okay, let's move on to Virgo. Happy birthday, Virgo. I hope you're having an amazing birthday month. Let's have a look and see what Virgo needs to work on this month to move forward on their healing journey. Let's have a look. Oh, Virgo, you are letting go of some things. Whatever you've been battling this year within yourself, it looks like it's coming to an end. It looks like this birthday is going to be the one where you overcome some of your demons. Yeah, you're going through wow. You're going through a massive transformation, Virgo. So here we have expansion and growth, right? This is the Knight of Success. He's walking away from, hey, Michael, he's walking away from whatever he's been struggling with. And it's not gender specific. It's just because there's a knight in the cards, right? He's walking away from whatever he's been struggling with, and he's feeling like he's succeeded. Whether he has won or not, that's not really what it's about anymore. He feels like he's succeeded. He's overcome it. He's done with that lesson now. He can move on. That lesson created a lot of pain, and he's walking away from it. So the second card we've got here is the truth revealed card. This is the Justice card. Yeah? And it's a good time to go into the hermit mode, to spend time alone, to reflect, to look within, to understand yourself better. Even though it is your birthday month, it's suggesting that you have these internal struggles that if you just looked at them differently or found a solution to them, they would actually dissolve and it will set you free in a really powerful way, Virgo. So that's what that's inviting you to do. And when you do that, when you decide to let go of these internal struggles, you're going to have an even deeper rebirth. I feel like this is all about your wounded ego, Virgo, right? Yeah, I feel like this is really about you. Look at this. Learn from the past, the elephant spirit. This is about you letting go of whatever it is you've been struggling with your whole life. And I feel like, Virgo, you've always done what you think you should do over what you love to do, right? And so the dog spirit is inviting you to actually be loyal to you now. Stop listening to everyone else. Wash out everybody else's voice and start doing what is right for you. Start doing what is true for you, because that is really going to take everything to the next level. It's really going to open your heart. Have a look at the numbers 25 and 19. You might want to look those numbers up and see what they mean in numerology. Let's just have a look at what emotions you've got. Defensive. Virgo, you can't be defensive and receptive at the same time, right? You can't. You just can't. You can't have an open heart and be defensive. It doesn't work. So it's really important for you to try and allow your defense systems to dissolve. Sometimes we don't realize we're being defensive. I was explaining to a client the other day that sometimes just if we know we're going to be around someone, let's say you didn't have a good relationship with your parents and they were coming over. Just in you knowing they're coming over, you would go into some type of defensive state, right? And often what we can do is we can drop into the teenager. You know, when you're a teenager and you're like, I don't care, whatever. And before they even get there, you're defensive and you're already behaving like a 15-year-old and you're in your 40s, right? We've all been guilty of it. And it's not until you actually work through that, because you go into protection mode, right? You're going to protecting yourself. Because probably that's what you had to do as a teenager. You had to protect yourself, right? And so this is inviting you to dissolve that. This is inviting you to release the defense mechanism, because you're not seeing people through your current eyes. You're seeing people through the eyes of your wounds, and you're projecting, and also you're not creating space for people to show up as they are. Often when we're defensive, we're judgmental too. Yeah. And when we're judgmental, there's stuff going on within us that we need to go and look at. It's never about the other person. I always seek the truth within you, right? I think Gemini just got this card too. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. My heart knows the truth. So this is the same as what just came out for Leo. Was it Leo or Gemini? I can't remember. And I create healthy ties that bind through love. So when you can forgive yourself for allowing people to manipulate you, you can then sometimes you can forgive others, and you can create healthy ties that bind through love. When you stop being defensive and you no longer see people through the eyes of your wounds anymore, it means that they can show up as they are, right? That's what it means. And the two emotion cards that came out for you were obsessive and devastated. And I see this in my daughter sometimes, where she's like, when she wants something, and she's a Virgo, when she wants something, she will go to war until she gets what she wants, right? It's not a bad thing. It's just inviting you to have a look at it. Have a look at how you've been obsessive and how you have been devastated by your past, and give yourself permission to heal from it if you can, okay? So let's move on to, who are we up to? Libra. Okay. What's the time? 46:57. Okay. All right, so let's move on to Libra. Okay, let's have a look. Alrighty. Put all these back. Too many have jumped out. Libra, let's see what you need to have a look at. Okay. There's I don't know if you've recently separated from someone, or you're going through a heartbreak, or someone you love passed away, or what's going on here? You're in separation from someone. Knight of Heartache. He is done. Yeah, and we were just talking about being defensive. This knight has his armor on because he's done. He has been in the wars. He has been in the wars, and he is done. And he's been feeling unworthy. He has been feeling manipulated. And needy came out too, right? Maybe right now in his heartbreak, he's feeling needy. Broken promises. So did someone abandon you? Did someone break your heart? Did someone promise you the world? Anyway, Libra, whatever this card is, whatever this is about for you, it's suggesting that it's time to put your sword down. It's time to step away and to begin to heal. Yeah? Because fighting there are never any winners in any war. There are never any winners in any argument. Right? It just leads to devastation and heartache and pain, right? So there's a lot of swords in your reading. What's really important is that even if you feel completely devastated right now, it's really important that you know that you already have everything within you to heal. Yeah, you already have everything within you to heal right now. Someone's coming in from the past too, and this could be could be from a past life, or it could be someone from the past, but someone's coming in to support you. And this support that you're going to receive, Libra, from this person is going to be priceless. You are going to feel so supported and loved that it's actually going to help you begin to heal from this. So this is the Chariot, and this is my Trailblazer card, and this is all about standing in your emotions, not being scared of your emotions, not being scared to heal whatever it is that you need to heal within yourself. The cards also suggest that you have some father healing to do, that whatever this situation is directly linked to some kind of childhood belief that you created, pardon me, in relationship to your father. Okay? Let's just get a little bit more clarity on that father card. So pretty heavy for you, Libra, unfortunately. Betrayal and secrets, or betrayal and deception. So I wonder if your dad did, or whoever had the masculine energy in your upbringing, whether it was mother or father, if you were lied to, were you lied to as a child? Were you lied to as an adult because someone felt like they needed to protect you? And how does that affect your romantic relationships? Do you struggle to trust people because you were lied to? Internal struggle. Yeah, all of these men are fighting over nothing, which indicates internal struggle. Like there's a lot of internal turmoil going on, right? So this is what the cards are suggesting you need to go within and heal. Tune in and have a look at what you need to heal from your upbringing. Go and watch on my YouTube channel. I have a webinar called it's about defenses, and I'll pop the link next to the timestamp. Go and watch that webinar on defenses so that you can understand what I mean by doing the inner work and healing yourself from your father wounds. Again, this is the third time this card's come out. This is the fox. This is all about thinking on your feet. So this is inviting you to go ground. It's inviting you to stay in the present moment. Come back from the past. Don't travel into the future. Stop time traveling from the past to the future and just stay here for a little bit. I know that it is really painful to heal your emotions, but in order for you to move forward on your journey, Libra, you need to heal. Otherwise, you are going to cut people with your sword who come in to love you. And there are people coming in to love you, right? But unless you heal from the past, you are going to cut them and they will leave. They will not hang around. They will not hang around for you. You've got to trust. What's meant for me will find me. It always does. So you've got to really trust. Go in, do that inner work. You've got some support coming in. You've got some clarity coming in. Take the lessons from the past and move on, and please stop beating yourself up. If you're sitting there beating yourself up for whatever happened in this relationship, the one that left you guarded and with blood on your hands, it's time to move on from that. It's really time to forgive yourself. And my time is precious. And it is. Time is our most precious, I think our most precious thing is our time. So be cautious where you put your time, who you give your time to, yeah, what you do with your time. And if you feel like going into isolation at the moment, do that. Isolate, go within and do the inner work and just take care of yourself and just do what's best for you right now. Okay, let's move on. Let's go on to Scorpio and see what Scorpio has to have a look at this month. Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to work on? Ooh. What does Scorpio need to work on? This is a bit exciting. Beautiful. Okay. Ooh, this is really good, Scorpio. Okay. So what I'm seeing is that you've stepped through this door of transformation, right? You've stepped through this door of transformation. So it's like you've gone to the next level. So if your healing journey was a game, like a computer game, you've just hit level 31. I don't know why I got that number, but I just got level 31, right? And it's inviting you, like it looks like you've been doing a bit of inner child healing. You know, just let me know if that's true, or you're about to do some inner child healing, because what this card, oh my goodness, this is such a beautiful reading. You're coming out of struggle. Look at this guy. He's like, oh, I'm just gonna take my swords. I'm going to leave a couple of those swords there because I don't need them anymore. So this is about leaving the past behind. This is about releasing baggage, right? Letting go. He's actually quite happy. He's walking away. Now, we also have here the first mirror. What I see is me, which is the direct reflection. So this is inviting you to look at your situations as if they're a direct reflection, or potentially you are in a relationship or you're about to meet someone who is going to be a direct mirror to you. They're going to be like your twin. They're going to reflect back to you who you are and similarities in your life. So you've got a really big opportunity to learn a lot through this connection, okay? Now, the other thing that this will do, which this could be a twin flame relationship, it could be a soulmate relationship because the Lovers card came out with the inner child healing. And when these two cards come out together, that indicates a really deep, deep connection with a divine counterpart, a lover, a twin flame, a soulmate. Because these relationships, what they do is they show us, of course, they're beautiful, right? They show us how we love, and they help us open our heart, and they bring out our true essence, but they also show us where we have some inner child healing work to do and how we need to heal our inner child, okay? And the outcome cards for you, which are really beautiful, is the Sun, the Sun is the most positive card that you can get, and unconditional love. You're about to begin a new chapter, whether it's in this relationship or within yourself. It's about unconditional love for self. So you're actually going to tap into that, and that unconditional love for self is going to help improve all of your relationships, right? So this is a really beautiful, beautiful reading, Scorpio. Let's just have a look and see what emotions you need to release. Hey, Robert. So Robert's saying, my brother is a Leo, is 30, born in July 1966. 30th of July 1966. Okay. Okay. So Scorpio, what you need to release: multiple wounds, whatever they may be. You'll know what they are. Have a look at your childhood stuff and see what wounds are showing up there. Negative thoughts. Really go in and have a look at your negative thoughts. You might want to try my morning affirmation track called Mindset Magic, and I'll pop that in the I'll pop that next to your timestamp. So the Mindset Magic is a morning affirmation track for you to listen to every single morning to help you get into a more positive state of mind. And when you do that every morning, you're setting your mindset up in the right way, okay? And what that does is it helps you have more positive experiences. So let go of negative thoughts. This also came up, feeling devastated. That's another one that's popped up. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just going to grab a tissue. And let's get you a spirit animal and the outcome cards. How exciting. This is a really beautiful reading. You know, like if we look at this inner child card, he's running towards the castle. This usually indicates that he's feeling freer than he has ever felt before. And it's nice that the Lovers card came out with that. So maybe you've already met your divine counterpart, or maybe you've already been in a romantic relationship that has helped you have this profound healing already. Okay, so this is number 17, Crow Spirit. This is suggesting that it's time for you to co-create with Spirit. So connect to your guides, connect to the angelic realm, connect to Source or Spirit or God or whoever you believe in, and co-create. Ask for what you want. You're a powerful manifester. I connect with my heart. I now express my heart. So it's all about the heart, right? It's all about opening your heart up and expressing your heart. And I'll put that in my, you might benefit from doing the Crystal Forest as well, Scorpio. So I'll pop that next to the timestamp as well. It's a guided meditation. I allow myself to give love. So in the guided meditation, I talk about opening your heart to receiving love, but also to giving love. So you might really, really benefit from that. So I hope that's helped. What a really lovely reading. Come back and let me know how things played out for you. And let's move on to Sagittarius. Okay. All right, Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to work on? Whoop. Let's start again. Sagittarius. You know, sometimes when I'm reading cards, what will happen, the way I'll get a message for a specific star sign sometimes is they will show me someone I know who is that star sign and something that they struggle with, and they will ask me to share that message with everyone. And wow, okay, so this is interesting. The first thing I'm getting is my message is Sagittarius to turn up the self-love, to be kinder to yourself. Stop thinking that everything's your fault, right? Because it's not your fault. Things happen to help us get to where we want to be. Okay, let me just shuffle a few more cards. Okay. Oh. Ooh. Okay. All right. So here we go. So what we've got is, I wonder for you if you've always found yourself in triangles, like love triangles, relationship triangles, third-party situations, because that's what's showing up here, right? Third-party situations, even this one. Okay, so the first card for you is the 8th mirror, and this is all about the wound cycle, okay? This is suggesting that you have one specific core wound that is still holding you back. It's still present within you. There's still something within you here that needs your love and attention, right? And it holds within it a lot of sadness. And Saggy, it is time for you to release that sadness. But first you're going to understand what the wound is. You probably already know what the wound is, right? What is that core wound that you have that holds you back? Is it that you don't trust? Is it that you feel rejected? Is it that you feel disregarded? Is it that you don't believe in yourself? So there's some of the emotions that are coming out: bitter, extreme sadness, feeling unsafe. Is this within yourself, in your relationships? Feeling trapped? Toxic ties? Defamed? Okay, let's go with this, right? So defamed. Let's just talk about defamed for a second. It's not so much about being defamed, but rather thinking that you are being defamed, thinking that people are taking you the wrong way, thinking that someone is judging you, or, and I think this is more relevant for you, is that you are defaming yourself. You actually don't feel safe because you beat yourself up so much, what I was saying at the start. You're defaming yourself. You're holding yourself back from turning up the self-love. You shame yourself so much, right? And it's really important that you release that. So we've got, there's so much going on in your cards. I don't even know where to start, to be honest. The reason why I asked about the third parties is because there's 3 people in this image, yeah? And one of them is on a pedestal. And it's not you. And it's not the person that, and it may be the person that you were dating, but it appears that, and I want you to go within and think, do I put the people that I'm dating on a pedestal? Because if I am, that's a massive trigger or catalyst that sends you into this wound, whatever this wound is. Let me just get some more information about that wound. So it's time for you to go deep within that. And you know what? The minute you start to shift that, the minute you turn up the moment, oh my God, it's all about love, right, for you, Sagittarius. The minute you work on this wound and you start turning up the self-love, you are going to start vibrating on a completely different level, right? You have, and I get it, you have this deep, deep desire to find a new lover, to be with a lover. This is almost like a dream you've had since you're a little boy or a little girl. And you want that deep, passionate love, that partnership, that soulmate who's going to stand beside you, right, and do that inner work with you. And you will have it. You will have it. But your self-love has to be turned up by like 1,000% before you can get to this. Look at you. You've got the 10 of Cups here, and you've got the third mirror, which is all about the heart charge. This is like that soulmate card, that divine counterpart who wants that love and desire with you. But first you've got to do the inner work and start loving yourself more. You stop beating yourself up. You've got to find that deep self-love and acceptance. Time to collaborate. Yeah, we've got 2 ants here who are mirroring each other. They're each other's missing piece of the puzzle, right? But even here, there's like 3. There's 3 pieces of the puzzle. But this is about balance too, divine masculine, divine feminine coming into union. Now, what that's going to do is it's going to help you shift your perspective. You're almost going to get to this point, Sagittarius, where you are feeling good without this. And when you feel good without having it, that's when it comes in quickly. Because the hanged man makes you, shifts you from that deeply wanting something to going into acceptance of where you're at and just hanging around, like just being happy with where you're at. But I see you becoming empowered with the Chariot, yeah? And this is a bit of a yin-yang sign. This is about you becoming really balanced. And it goes with this too, because there's balance here. So I really see really positive things happening for you, Sagittarius, once you turn up that self-love. Sometimes you're your own worst nightmare. So let's get some affirmation cards for you. Today, I will love and value myself more. I allow joy to enter my heart. Stop thinking that there is no joy around you, or that you're only going to have joy when you have the happy ever after. Your affirmation, I want you to do this affirmation. Joy finds me every day. Joy finds me with ease. Joy finds me every day. Joy finds me with ease, right? I trust my intuition. So I think you already know what you have to do to turn up the self-love. It's never about anybody else. Leave everybody else out of it. This is all about you. This is all about you showing yourself love and compassion and respect, honoring yourself for everything that you've already been through, right? So I hope that's helped. Let's move on to Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn. Let's see what we've got for you here. Ooh, Capricorn, what is going on? Got a bit of self-sabotage going on. There's a lot of lessons, a lot of wisdom that come through these cards. Jesus, okay. The first mirror is coming up a lot today, which is really interesting. So for you, Capricorn, did I even write down the time? No. Okay. For you, Capricorn, what I'm getting is that it's time for you to just have a little look-see at your wounded ego. Yeah? Because I feel like your soul, your spirit has evolved in the last few months. You've matured quite a lot, but your wounded ego might still be holding you back. Look at these two. Your wounded ego is dissolving, but it needs to dissolve that little bit more. There's still a little bit of self-sabotaging programs that go on that are not serving you anymore. Over here, this conflict, that's what the wounded ego does. It creates conflict where there doesn't need to be any conflict. Yeah? But it looks like it's dissolving. So I just want you to go in and tune in and just be like, how am I still in my wounded ego? Because that creates baggage. Yeah, create burden, baggage. Like, it's just unnecessary. So what this card is suggesting you do, the first mirror, what I see is me as a direct reflection. It's inviting you to really go in and reflect, okay? Really go into hermit mode with this and just become really observant around what is happening all around you, right? And really ask yourself, how can I see myself in every situation that is before me? How can I learn from this? And I said this in the other reading for the other sign that got this card, is when you walk past a beautiful flower and you look at it and you're like, wow, that flower is so beautiful, that's a reflection of you. Yeah, it's a reflection of you. Okay. So it's almost like the universe is saying to you, you're so beautiful, Capricorn. You're so beautiful, right? Okay. Let's see what emotions you're holding on to here that need to be released. We've got a bit of past life abandonment. Interesting. So is that one of your wounds, abandonment, crushed soul, and regret? So your last three cards that I've got here, there's the Judgment card, which is the Karma card. Again, there is this aspect of you that is dissolving, and I feel like that could be your wounded feminine, and she's dissolving. And she's making room for the empowered feminine within you to rise. This is not gender specific. This is the wounded feminine within all of us, whether you're male or female, okay? That perhaps this suggests that perhaps there were some parts of her coming through you that you do regret. Perhaps she's the one that's been responsible for any toxic relationships that you may have had, right? This could be being sucked in by sexual manipulation. This could be a toxic relationship that you need to let go of. It could be something from the past. What I keep getting, I keep hearing the word forgive yourself. It's time, Capricorn. Just forgive yourself already. Yeah? Forgive yourself from whatever it is that happened here. Let's get you a spirit animal. So, the judgment could be, other people could have judged you heavily, but you also could have been judging yourself. So it's time to let that go. Antelope spirit, life is speeding up. So this card suggests that, it's really important to go in and do this inner work now, because soon enough, you're going to be going through a lot of transformation, right? A lot of transformation, which means that if you can clear this stuff now, future you is going to thank you, because as soon as life starts speeding up, there's going to be a whole bunch of other stuff for you to work through. And this card also came out, the koi fish spirit. There is always enough. So this card is inviting you to slow down a little bit right before life speeds up. Slow down a little bit, because what's going to happen is that you're going to need your energy later, Capricorn. There's always enough money and resources. You have done enough for now. Give yourself a bit of a rest. Give yourself a little bit of a break, because you're going to need it before everything speeds up again, okay? So I hope that helped. Let's move on to Aquarius. And Aquarius, you just need to give me a minute because I need to just get some more water. Just give me a sec, please. Okay, let's see, Aquarius, what is coming towards you, or not what's coming towards you, but what you need to work on this month. Ooh. What you need to work on this month. Wow, okay. I don't even need to shuffle the cards. They're all jumping out at me. What do you need to work on this month to move forward on your personal development journey? Gee, everyone is being invited to go into hermit mode. All right, the first thing I really see for you is that there's something from the past that you need to let go of. And it was very burdensome. But it's still, you're still holding on to it for some reason, and I don't know why. Now, it's time for you to really step into the Emperor energy with this, okay? So what that means is that it's time for you to take responsibility for how you contributed to this toxic relationship. Just because what will happen, Aquarius, is once you take responsibility for it, what will happen is that you will see the situation through a different perspective. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. You're going to see the situation through different lenses, and you're going to be able to release it once and for all. Now, trapped. It's almost as if you feel like you're still trapped in that situation, or you're still trapped in the memory of it. Now tell me, you can't tell me because you're watching, but the next card here is the Father Healing card, right? Father Healing. Now, did you feel unsafe around your father? Because I feel like this situation is linked to whatever this past situation is, right? Did you feel unsafe around him? And what negative thoughts showed up? That Father Healing card is suggesting that you got a little bit of, you got a little bit of Father Healing to do. And perhaps there could be multiple wounds around your father or whoever had that masculine energy in your family growing up. Let's just get a little bit more clarity around this Father Healing. Abandonment is coming up. So this is the Runner card. This is the disappearing act. It could be you. You could be the runner in your relationships. Even though people abandon us or they disappear, right, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're the runner. Sometimes it's us and we run from ourselves and we abandon ourselves in connections and then the other person abandons us. So this is inviting you to go back and look at your father healing, like do some father healing, look at your relationship with your father because that's going to help you understand this better. Now, once you understand that better, let me just show you these two cards, right? They're kind of similar. She's submerged in water, surrounded by emotions. She's understanding herself better. She's getting clarity. She's healing. She's empowered. She knows her worth. And the Hermit is just this, suggesting that you go within and you do that. They both have a light. He's holding a light and she's got a light shooting from her third eye, right? Or just above her third eye from her headband or whatever she's wearing. So spend a little bit of time because this lost connection card is about the connection you've lost within yourself through the past. This is a really powerful time for you to go within and do that inner work and look at understanding yourself better. Why am I the way I am? Why is this? Why did I have that experience? Yeah. And once you understand why you've had that experience, you'll be able to take more responsibility for it and really empower yourself through that. And once you do that, you're going to have that inner freedom. Horse spirit, freedom is yours. Yeah, we all want to access the freedom, but we think the freedom is outside of us, but it's within us when we find freedom, right? Now, the last card here is the King of Romance, and this is all about sacred protection. It's about accessing that part of you that is that sacred part of you. And this card also came out, the Six of Pentacles, which for me symbolizes you spending more time on you, right? Spending less time with others and spending more time with you right now because that's what's important. You need you right now more than ever before. So let's get you some affirmation cards. I'm a powerful beacon of light. Hello. Yeah, you are, right? When you go in and you do the work, you become even more powerful. I show myself compassion, which is what you need to heal from this past stuff, right? I create healthy ties that bind through love. And I feel like I need to get one more for you. I love and support all of who I am. So keep doing that. Keep loving and supporting all of who you are, right? Because that is what's going to help you get to this really beautiful outcome where you honor yourself and you value yourself and you put yourself first. That's what's most important. Before any relationship, before any man, you come first. You need to go within and heal yourself so you can get to that within yourself, okay? All right, lucky last, sweet Pisces. Let's do Pisces now. Okay. let's see what we've got in store for you. So if you've been watching the readings and they've resonated, drop a comment below. Let me know if it has helped you. Pisces. Ooh. Ask. Angels of love. Ask your angels. Ask your loved ones that have passed over. Ask them for help. Stop trying to figure it all out on your own when you have this team of angelic beings waiting for you to ask them for support. Just ask them, what do you want? What do you want to do? Do you want a new relationship? Do you want to sell your property? Do you want clarity? What is it that you want? What do you want? Go ahead and ask your angels, right? And then, how's this? Then listen to your intuition. See the situation from a higher perspective. Literally pull yourself up and try to see all of the situation without your emotions involved. Because when you're in your head, there's a lot of internal conflict. There's a lot of turmoil going on in your head, and you can't figure it out in your head, sweet Pisces, because if you could figure it out in your head, you would have already. You have to become the Empress. You got the High Priestess and the Empress here, both empowered, both in their hearts, both firm but strong, know what's right, know what's wrong. They both listen to their intuition. Yeah. Isn't this interesting? You've got the time walking together. And I don't know if that's you with someone else or you with a family member or a lover or something like that. But whatever's happening is you're leaving struggles behind. You're actually choosing to leave situations that have brought a lot of burden and pain and suffering. You're choosing to leave them behind. And that's what you're going to do moving forward, right? So let's get some emotion cards here and see what emotions you need to let go of. Who are you disgusted at? Is it yourself or is it somebody else? Because whoever it is that you're feeling disgusted at, you got to kind of release that. I've also got narrow-minded. Perhaps you're looking at a specific situation from a narrow mind. So this is inviting you to raise your vibration, raise your perspective, and look at it from a higher place. Tap into the higher values there. Awful, external sabotage, and childhood trauma. So these are the things that you need to have a look at, right? Are you allowing external sabotage to affect your happiness or your decision-making? Hello, look at that, right? Are you allowing other people to convince you of what you need to do over your own voice? Actually, let's get you one of these first. And I might just get another clarifier card for this burden here and just see what this burden is all about. Beaver spirit, lay a solid foundation. So whatever this turmoil is here and whatever this heaviness and this pain is that you're leaving behind, it's often an indication that there's some area of our life where we don't have a solid foundation. We don't have that pillar of strength that is unshakable. So it's really important for you to tap into that and find out what is that pillar of strength that I need to create for myself so I don't ever end up in this same situation ever again. What is it? Set healthy boundaries. Lack of boundaries. People are interfering in your life because you don't have boundaries or you have lack of boundaries, right? And remember, boundaries don't have to be, don't talk to me like that. They can be a question. Are you okay? Because it sounds like you're upset right now. That's a boundary. That's saying, you know what, I recognize you're angry and I'm not going to let you speak to me like that. So I'm going to pull you up on it by asking you a question. Yeah, and I always say to people, when you're setting boundaries, just start off gentle. Yeah, just start off gentle. You don't have to be, you're no one's mum or dad to talk to them like that. Even if you are someone's mum or dad, you don't have to talk to people like that. You just start off gentle. Always be gentle, because otherwise you're not setting boundaries. You're coming from your ego. Now, if someone's talking to you badly, you can express, hey, I really don't like the way you're speaking to me right now. That's a better way to set a boundary than to say, stop speaking to me like that, okay? I express my emotions to yourself. Express them in your own way. If you want to cry, cry, Pisces. You don't always have to express your emotions to other people. You know why I say that? Because often other people cannot hold space for us to express our emotions. They can't handle our emotions. My soul is healing. And I have the power to make my dreams come to life. Right? You do. So spend that time thinking about what kind of a foundation you want to lay, what kind of boundaries you want to have in place. Yeah, and forgive yourself for the past. And remember, ask your angels, ask your deceased loved ones to support you. Ask them for guidance. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed today's readings. Please, I'd love to hear if you resonate with what I'm putting out there, if you enjoy this style of reading. Drop me a comment, let me know. And if you want a private reading, you can go to my website and book one in, or you can contact me at antheaspark@gmail.com. And I'm sending you guys so much love.